I am Dr. Srikant Watwe. From Dublin, we were supposed to go to Belfast. The train was at 11:20 am and that reached Belfast at 13:35. During this, we had crossed the South Irland, which is an independent part and doesn't have euro as its currency. It uses euro as its currency, but now we were in a place where pound was the currency. So we had been from southern part to the northern part of Ireland. This Belfast is the capital of North Ireland. It is also known as the Titanic city, the famous movie Titanic. So this famous movie Titanic has something to do with this city because most of its things were done there, and this Titanic museum is there itself. Then after reaching from the railway station, we started walking towards our hotel. It was not too far, not too near, but we could walk easily. It took about 10-15 minutes to reach there. After reaching there, they helped us by giving us the room, and we could keep the bags inside, get fresh, and then move into the city of Belfast. For the first thing what we were to do was that there was a full day tour on the next day. So to reach that point, we should know how to reach there and how much time does it take, so that we can accordingly leave our room early in the morning next day. So we took the map from the hotel itself and then started walking towards the city center. Then on the way we could see the Belfast Castle, Belfast City Hall, Ulster Museum, then Botanical Garden, then Victorian Glass House, St. Anne's Cathedral, St. George Market. For the tour we had to reach the Belfast International Youth Hostel. So this youth hostel we could reach after walking through all these places. Of course, while going we did not see anything, and while coming back we could see whatever we wanted to, or whatever we could rather. The day on that day had a very, very big, you can say, food festival in the area opposite to the city hall. So we just ventured into it. We found that there were many different foods there. So we tried some of them. Specifically the fish there has a beautiful taste. So we tried the fish and chips there. So it was a good one. Then we went to the Victoria Square. Then we went to the Waterfront Hall. Then Queen's Square. The Big Fish, you can see the photo. Then Glass of Thorns Bridge. Then Cine World. Then SS Arena. Then the Great Titanic Museum. Then Duke of York Cathedral. Then Cathedral Square. Then St. Patrick Church. Then Clarendon Dock. Kremlin Road. And we kept the Queen's University to be seen on the last day because we had that time. The tour, which was to start from that particular place, the International Youth Hostel, was for the full day. The tour started early in the morning at about 8:30. Then crossing a bridge, we first went to the Carrickfergus Castle. This is a very old castle, about 400-500 years old. But it was not open, so we could see it from outside. And they said that when it opens, it will take 2.5 hours to see the entire castle. And we did not have that much time with us because the guide told that we cannot see the castle. You can have a look from the outside. Okay, then from there, along the coast, we took the Antrim Coast Road. Beautiful road, continuous curves and sea on the other side. This particular trip had many things to do with the giants of causeway and all that. So I will just tell you one by one. Then we went to Larrybourne Quarry, famous for Game of Thorns. This Game of Thorns has been a very big thing there. There are 4 to 5 places we visited along our route of this Game of Thorns. This is the place where King Renly and Queen Margaery were to meet. So it is a place where the scene was performed by a group with us. there is a slippery portion, small bay type, in which the queen is at the slope below it, and then the king pulls her and all that. So this thing we could see, the persons with us performed this event, and we could see that. Then we went to a pair of caves. We had to halt at a point and then walk along the coast and reach the pair of caves. This pair of caves is a place where they say that there is a opening on the other side, then the ghosts and all those things, which if we say it is wrong, but they say it is correct. It's like that. Then we went to Giant's Causeway. This Giant's Causeway is very famous because it has got hexagonal shaped stones which are almost 60 to 65 million years old. The path from where the vehicle is parked to reach these stones is about 2 kilometers. Then we can easily walk, there is no problem. They have made a good way. The structures are really beautiful. I think you can see in the photos, the structures are really beautiful. And the walking path is well created and you can easily walk, there is no problem. Then after seeing that for about 1.5 hours, we were back into the vehicle. Then on the way, we could see the Dunlac Castle. It is on a cliff. It is again filmed in the Game of Thorns. This castle, half of it is in the sea, half of it is remaining. So there has been a, you can say, effect, climatic effect on that castle. It is an old castle. Then entire area is famous for distilleries. So since it is famous for distilleries, on the way we were to visit a beautiful distillery called as Bushmill Distillery. So we could visit the Bushmill Distillery, see the process of distillation. They gave us different samples for taste. Even we could buy some alcohol there. You can say whiskey there. It's a very famous, beautiful whiskey. They say that they have their own ponds of water, or source of water from which they make this, and this gives the taste that is that region's taste. Then from there we went to another site of Game of Thorns, which is called Dark Hedges. This Dark Hedges, or the King's Road, is the road with wild trees. They said that these trees don't belong to this region, but these trees are brought from some other country and planted. Trees, rather you can say seeds, have been brought and planted, and that has given that different look. Such type of look is available in our area at many places, but for them the trees are new and those trees give that beautiful look. So we walked through that. We had some beautiful photos. Then because of this we could see number of sites from which the Game of Thorns was shot. So this was a beautiful journey throughout the day. Then we were back to the city. It was evening by the time we reached. Then in the evening we took rest, had some walk nearby, but then next day morning we had got sufficient time to visit few places. So we visited the Queen's University. We could see the places inside it. Then there was a welcome function for the incoming students, which for which the preparations were going on. One of my friend's daughter had also been there after we had been there. Of course we did not meet her, but she is there now studying there. Then we could see the city hall. This city hall on that day was closed, but this could be seen from inside. There is a lot of information. There are stained glasses for windows. Then there was a lot of time for seeing the places around. And then since we were to be picked up, to be dropped at the airport, the time was off, and then we went to the hotel. The car picked us and dropped us at the airport. So the next destination was on the way. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Subscribe and like so that we can do some more. Thank you very much.